Alright, everybody. This is probably my favorite Fire Emblem in the series. Definitely story-wise. If you could tell by the content I've been uploading so far, Jug Draw, it holds a very deep place in my heart. I played this game throughout my entire life. I am super excited to be playing it for you guys. Honestly, this is what I wanted to start the channel with, and I really only went with FE5 just simply because the chapters are shorter, and I just wanted to make sure that I could actually get a feel for recording a little bit. I didn't want to jump into a game that's probably going to take like 100 parts, half-hour episodes each, if I was just messing it up. Like, if you listen to my early episodes of Thracia, it was hit or miss. Either the audio was okay, or it was completely horrible. It was never good. I mean, what we have now is a lot better than what we were working with for the first while. But honestly, I'm just happy that we have that fixed up. Like I said, this is my favorite Fire Emblem in the entire series. I think the storyline is fantastic. I mean, just the other day, I uploaded what I think is the longest video on Lowen in the entire history of Fire Emblem, and I'm proud of that. I'm proud to say that I made that. It's been doing great. It's my #1 video on the channel so far for watch time and views. So thank you for the support on that one. That one means a lot. But without further ado, let's jump back into the game. There's gonna be a time reel. I'm gonna try to read it as fast as I can for you guys. But as you can tell, I get tongue-tied on a good day. So hopefully we can get through this. And if you don't like the video quality, good news, there's going to be a new webcam coming in Wednesday. So don't think that it's going to be like this forever. Give me 2 days, 3 at the most. We're going to have all better quality video. So here we go. Onward with the story. And wish me luck. The Jug Draw chronology. The Kingdom of Gran is born on the Yun River's west banks. Gran transitions into a republic. See? I'm gone already. I got tongue-tied. But you could read this. You could pause. I'm not gonna hate. I've read this a million times. And like I said, I knew that this was gonna be too fast for me to read. So sorry guys. But I'm not gonna skip it. You guys can get a chance to read it. At the heart of the continent of Jug Draw lies Granvale, a kingdom founded by Saint Haim of the 12 Crusaders. I'm sorry, that there just killed the stride. This text is so slow. I think I could speed it up though. Supporting the royal family, the heirs of Haim are 6 noble houses, each also descended from a crusader of old. The 6 states, while still subservient to the royal family, each occupy vast swathes of the Granvale's land and maintain mighty militaries of their own. Owing to King Asmir's advanced age, the governance of Granvale falls upon his son, the highly respected Prince Kurth. Kurth has 2 trusted advisors in his rule. Lord Byron of House Chelfie and Lord Ring of House Jungby. Sorry. Granvale's Chancellor, Lord Rector of Friege, favorite character in the game right there. I mean, like, he's A+. His storyline will make you cry. Has long objected to the threat of the influence posed by Kurth and his advisors, and has allied himself with the avaricious Lord Langbolt of House Dazzle to form a faction. Like, I know House Dazzle is supposed to be, like, really dumb people. I mean, like, even Lowen says that later, but he doesn't look as, I'm not saying looks or everything, but he doesn't look as dumb as most of his family. That's all I'm saying. Opposed to Prince Kurt's rule over Granvale, the young Duke of House Valthomer, Lord Arvis, leads the royal guard in his king's care, and so has little time for the circus of politics. He hates politics. Arvis, enjoy seeing him now because you're never going to see him anymore throughout the series. Only Father Cloud of the Golden Deer House could foresee this oncoming storm. Into the midst of the tense situation comes dire news of Jugdraw's east. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Darna, a town in the Yi Desert with deep ties to Granvale, is now besieged by savage warriors from Isaac. Savages. Reports of brutal massacre abound. Nobody lives in the desert. Nobody. The news is met by people of Granvale with furious cries for retribution, and before long the kingdom declares war on Isaac. Prince Kurt leads Granvale's charge on his father's behalf, commanding the military might of the kingdom's 6 houses. That's twice as many as we have in the new game. At Kurt's side, as always, is none other than Lord Byron, a highly decorated hero of peerless valor in his own right. I hate how uncanny Byron looks, just staring straight at you, like Marty. Granvale has poured its entire military might into the Isaac campaign, and precious few soldiers remain behind with its neighbors. Oh, I love this place. Augustria. It's so calm. Nothing ever happens there. Augustria to the west. My God. And Verdane to the south, bound in the alliance with Granvale. None dare to dream they could ever be threatened. Look, they don't even have holy blood in Verdane. It's not long after, however, before the people's confidence is shattered. As if from nowhere, a vast horde from Verdane, led by Prince Gandalf, crosses the Granvale border and lays siege to Jungby Castle. In Lord Ring's absence, his daughter, Lady Ideen, is Jungby's only guardian. Lord Byron has entrusted the defense of Granvale in his absence to his son. Sigurd, who remains at the Calfee Castle, with a mere handful of soldiers. Oh man, they're screwed. They only got Sigurd. Man, no way they could win. A friend of Aideen since childhood, Sigurd is horrified to hear that the Jungby siege, and even with so few soldiers, is determined to protect Aideen and his fatherland from the savage Verdanite hordes. That's not very nice to call them hordes. The year is 757, Granvale calendar, and thus the threshold of fate is cast open. Nobody could have known that it was the simple disturbance was but the first of countless calamities to come. Man, that's an onomatopoeia or something? Onomatopoeia. I think. I'm from Newfoundland. I'm lucky I could speak English as is. Oh yeah, here we go. The siege of the castle. Which, honestly, I'm open. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that this was ranked, I'll be open to let it fall, just so Andre would be homeless later. Or was it Scorpio? I can't remember. They're both useless. Lady, the castle is completely surrounded. We failed you. We couldn't do a thing to save you from them. It's all right, my dear. Everyone did their best. Every one of you did the best you could do. Please, you didn't need to worry. They done everything but fire their bows at one range. The only thing they couldn't do is fire their bows close and personal. You must ensure that many as you survive this as possible. No, milady, we might not stand a chance, but every last one of them will give our lives to protect you right to the very end. Thank you, my dear. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I don't know what voice I want to give my dear because this is like the only time we're going to see him talking. He gets a few conversations with my dear later, but yeah, we're going Claude Aideen because I want the rescue staff. Gandalf's army already has Jungby surrounded. Aideen is in grave danger. No, I gotta give him a nice voice. Noish, I'm going to help her. I'm leaving Chelfie in your hands. Hold, my lord. Surely you don't intend to go alone. Nearly all of our forces are already on the march to Isaac with father. There's hardly anybody left to call upon. They may be simple savages, but Verdane's army is still huge. I can't risk your lives by forcing you to face them. Perish the thought, my lord. I was born a knight, and I will gladly risk dying a knight's death in your name. To allow our lord to die alone in battle would be unspeakable disgrace. We shall be by your side every step of the way. Alec, I trust you're in the same mind? yeah, of course. But there's more than just Jungby at stake. We've got to stop by the nearby villages first. Those thugs will try to beat us to them, and they'll loot, massacre, and burn them all down if they do. We've got to get out there first and lend the locals a hand by locking the villages down and fortifying their defenses. Absolutely. Absolutely. We mustn't neglect our nightly duties to the people, especially not at a time like this. Good point, Alec. Actually, that was Oify's idea. That kid's even bit the tactician they say he is. Giving him a few years and he'll be a match for his old grandpa, Lord Caesar. Guys, I'm sorry. These, like, Alec, Noish, they really don't get much dialogue in this game. They're getting generic my voice. Oify's still around the castle, huh? Oify, I know you're here. You can come out now.
My apologies for still being here, sire. Still, if you allow it, I will join you in battle.
Just saying, when he's older, we're doing the same voice for him.
I can't just sit back while you risk your life.
I don't know. You're still so young. Are you sure you're ready for this?
I'm already 14, sire. I may not be battle ready just yet, but there's still so much I can do to support you. Please, allow me to accompany you. I swear I won't let you down.
Fair enough, Oify. After all, you've already spent 2 years training as my squire. Real battlefield experience would be fantastic for your training, but you're still definitely not up to actual combat duty for now. How about you ride with me as my advisor instead?
Yes. Thank you, sire. Thank you.
My lord, what's the defense of Chalfie itself in our absence? Leaving the castle unattended is risky. Should the enemy slip past us, an unguarded castle will fall easily and spell a swift end to us. Noish, I'd say that there's one man who we can depend upon for that. Arden? Hold a moment. Why me, Alec? Sturdy as a brick wall, strong as an ox, slow as a turtle. Face it, Arden, you were born for guard duty. Pah, I'm strong and tough, I know, but you don't gotta call me slow. He has a point, Arden. Would you? You're most apt at guard duty. Fine, I'll do it, but you have to bring me at least once. I don't want to be left out of the action. Right, men. All time to set out. Let's start by assisting the villages, and then it's onward to Jungby. Alright, here we go. There's so much talking, like we're not going to get many turns into this here for the first episode. I'm just going to let you guys know. So what I usually like doing is, I know that Alec, like, he's going to take at least 2 hits anyway, even if Noish goes first. So if we attack with Alec first, then and like hopefully he misses. But if not, that means we can at least attack with Noish, and he won't take, okay. But that's still not bad, because now we can heal with Ideen. But the whole point of this is now Noish could come over, and he could attack, and he won't take any damage at all. Because, see, he does perfect amount. Perfect amount. Otherwise, he would have attacked, and he would have... Noish would have attacked him, and then the Verd Knight, he would have attacked Noish. And then Alec, he doesn't do enough damage to one shot, so then he would have got hit twice, which means both of those guys might have got hit. Whereas the way I just did it, only Alec has a chance of getting hit. So, that's the thought rationality there. Arden, he's lucky if he sees anything until the bridge in chapter... What is it, chapter 3? Yeah, chapter 3. Once we see the bridge, then Arden should have something to do. Oh, here we go. You curs seriously haven't seized this yet, puny castle? Unless the lot of you, useless the lot of you, out of my way. I'll do it myself. And here we go, coming in with the illegal critical hit. You, not bad for being here, all on your lonesome, but I've had enough of your struggling. And here we go, illegal crit with the hand axe. Milady, forgive me. My God, Midir, can't believe. That's proof he sucks. That is proof he sucks.
Midir,
Well, looks like we have quite the gym here, and Jungby's princess to boot. You're coming with me, dearie.
Alright, just let me grab the you fell off the wall.
Listen, DiMaggio, I'm heading back. you and Gerard are in charge. Yes, sir. Relax, we won't be long, and I'll bring Kinbates round for some fun. When I do, all Granvale is our oyster. Even Valhalla ought to be easy pickings. Ooh, what, with nobody around to stop us? The kingdom's all ours, boys. Leave it to us, sir. They're dreaming big. They're dreaming big. They're out here getting killed by Alec Noish. But they're gonna take on Arvis. Wait, quit your dabbling. We don't have all day, you know. 18 just... I don't know why they put the dots. I just had to do that face where it's like... You know what I mean? Alright, boys. Blow up the bridge until somebody comes. Then put it right back. Cut the bridge. I'll have none of those Granvale worms crossing over here. Yes, sir. There's so many just useless characters in this game. Like, Jesus. Look at this guy. I know his name is FE5, but this guy should be named Hicks. Oh, oi, Gerard. I'm going back to Marfin for now. You're in charge of the border. Stay sharp, we clear? Yes, sir. But, your lordship, who's that dame you have there? The spoils of war, my boy. She's coming back to Marfa to marry me. What do you think? A real keeper, eh? I'll say, just looking at her's making me mouth water. Back off. This one's mine. You'll have your pick of all Granvale once we're done. Yeah, he's gonna be one. He's beautiful. Keep in your pants a little longer, will ya? What animals? God above, I implore you, bestow upon these men a hint of human decency. Hoy, what are you mumbling about now? We're out of here. No dawdling, you hear? My lord. Yeah, my God. Get to work, boys. Our next stop's Chalfie. Don't forget to milk the villagers for all they got. We gotta get that speed ring. Usually I give it to Finn so Finn could have some money. But I'm thinking that this time I'm gonna give it to Sigurd just so he could tumble with the javelin. Because I think that'd be pretty cool getting a 50 kilo javelin. There's the one thing that I've actually been on the fence with. Because I want to have a 2-range weapon for Sigurd and Selith. So like, oh my God, Alec, man, like dodge something. Just one would have been nice. Now we're gonna lose like $500. Because usually we can go up and take out that village there. And actually, we're not gonna get that kill because we're gonna get a kill with Arden, I think. Arden, you could do 16 damage, right? You could do 16. I mean, like, they couldn't have made you completely useless. Oh, here we go, more characters. It looks like we made it in time, Lex. And by the look of it, Sigurd's staring down the entire Verdane's army with just a handful of men. Bet you'll be glad for the help, but geez, Hazel, I can't believe I let you drag me into yet another mess like this. With the war in Isaac going on, there's hardly anyone left to defend Granvale. Sigurd's few knights are all we have, and they're out here risking their lives on behalf of the entire country. I couldn't just leave them to die. Ha, we both know there's more than that. Come on, Hazel, what's the real reason we're here? I have no idea what you mean. It's that Lady Ideen of Jungby, isn't it? Come on, everybody knows that you like her. You just haven't came for her sake, didn't you? No, of course not, you dolt. Really? Then why's your face beat red? Looks like somebody's got a girlfriend.
Lex, knock it off. Come on, we've wasted enough time.
Haha, got it. Time to teach the Verd Knight thugs a lesson or two. And here we go. Okay, I'm gonna do a small review on these characters. I wanted to do it when I actually had a co-host with me, but you know, I might as well give you guys my quick thoughts. Sigurd, one of the best units in the entire series. This guy has Super Canto, he gets road bonuses, he has Holy Blood, he's your Seize guy, but like, the game only goes as fast as Sigurd could go, and he goes faster than anybody else. This is a high-paced game with high movement. He has everything going for him. He even has a mount at base, which is something even more than his son. Sure, he only has Pursuit, But look, if you just look at his starting stats, if you can't make this work, I don't even know what to say. Plus, he's the easiest to get the most of the bosses, and plus, usually the easiest to get the 50 kills with a weapon. So, like, you know, all the rings and everything come very easy to him. Sure, he starts off with a steel sword and an iron lance, but he gets a silver sword very soon, and he'll have a javelin next chapter. So, like, he'll have weapon upgrades. Arden, he is slow, he's defensive, but he is strong. There's really the most I could say about Arden. He's a funny character. That's pretty much his whole character, is just comic relief. He's funny, and people go out of his way to draw him as bad as possible. He's going to be really hard to level up, but there's one certain spot in chapter 3, if you give him a brave sword, and if you could give him the Paragon sword, or the Paragon band before that, he should be good. Like, he should promote a general by chapter 4, which then he should end up at level 26, 27. I'm not going to let Arden sleep. There's one character that is going to be horrible. Like, I'm talking 1 out of 10 bad in chapter 2. So Arden, despite being this bad, he's going to be better than chapter 2, he's going to be better than Generation 2 Lester, despite Lester having him now. These Cavaliers, they're basically the same unit. I want Alec to be stronger than Noise, just because Alec is actually going to be a dad. Noise isn't. So that's the whole thing. The whole difference is like, he could pursue and he can't be crit, whereas he has a small chance of accosting, so he could go twice, but like, he's also more defensive and more strong. He's faster. Like, they're practically the same unit. They barely get any dialogue. He's supposed to be your hit on every girl type knight, but realistically, he hits on like Sylvia, and like that's it. Lex, besides your Master Knight and a promoted Arden, he's the only one that can actually use an axe. And sure, he doesn't really have much going for him right now, but like, he does have Paragon, which means he'll level up very fast. Like, you don't want to kill people with Lex just because Lex, like, he never has to spend money. Like, you want to marry him to like Ira or something, so you can just dump his money on her, so she can afford whatever she wants, so she can pass on as much to the kids, so then the kids could pass on back to his nephew, because yeah, we're going for the second generation incest pairing of these two. I mean, Joe Javier just needs the money. We're passing Paragon down just so we can give Joe Javier money, and like, it's a lot of work, but like, we're gonna make everything work. Ezel, he's good in a vacuum. Like, if you're going slow at Ezel's speed, yeah, he will be good. But his problem is, like, he's fast, yes, but you know, his fired home weighs 12, so he's already only at -3 speed at base, which means that yeah, he's gonna double these bandits, but that's really like the most he's gonna be able to do for like a long while. He gets alright chapter 3 as well for like one small spot. And he honestly doesn't even do very good in the arena until he promotes. So that's the goal, to just try funneling as much as we can into the first few chapters into Ezel, because like, he's really gonna need it just so he can promote. Once he promotes, he gets a mount. If you become promoted by chapter 3, then he'll have type or weapon advantage over the Wind Mages right at the very start of the chapter. I think it's Wind Mages, might be Thunder, but he has advantages over the other mages, like in that chapter, so he's all right there. So we're just gonna continue playing. That is my quick review of all these characters. Honestly, beside like, they're all, my god, Arden, you can't finish that guy, huh? All right, well, I guess we're gonna hit him, at least give him a little bit of XP. But, oh my god, Arden, I figured you could at least take out this guy, right? Oh, look, Alec. Arden's dodging. You can't. Okay, at least we can finish. At least we can get a kill with Alec. He's level 2. He'll have a lot easier time getting kills than Arden will, and he doesn't need them as bad. Yeah, he needs them, but not as bad as Arden. Okay. So we're gonna move these guys on up here. These guys are also, they're gonna need Paragon. We're gonna have to feed a lot to Noish and Alec. You're gonna notice I'll be saying that a lot. That we're gonna have to feed a lot of kills to certain people. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can get at least another smack of Arden, and we're gonna go on. We're gonna kill this archer just because, you know, this is the one guy that Sigurd can't retaliate against. Pretty sure neither one of those two have a hand axe, and even if they did, it's perfectly fine because they're not gonna have a very high chance of hitting Sigurd anyway. We're gonna get 3 new characters very soon, and we're just gonna attack him with, see, like, Lex. He's really not dodgy at all. He's not nearly as dodgy as you want him to be. Ooh, see, that's not what you want. Okay, we're just gonna leave him there. We're not gonna take the money. We're gonna take the money with probably Azel, actually. Azel's gonna need the money because I want to get him the magic ring just so he has an easier chance of clearing the arena. We can't take the time to kill the boss with him. That's one thing that we cannot do, is kill the boss with him, because that's going to take way too many turns. Okay, I'm just gonna put on some of the levels just so I can see where everyone's starting off. Okay, and here we go. We're gonna have to do a little bit more voice acting after this. Lucky me, right? Lucky me. Well, actually, we're gonna attack the next guy from Noish. So then if Noish, okay, I thought he hit that. I thought he hit for a second. So we're gonna weaken Noish, and then we'll finish with Arden, because Arden, he's not gonna get much XP for the next few chapters. And Alec, at least he's gonna see combat, so we could always at least attack with him, right? I think he has higher magic growth than any of the other people. So, like, who knows? Maybe we could even do some funny strats where we give Alec the, I don't know, the fire sword or something. Okay, come on. And we hit. So that's another kill for Azel. Perfect. And, like, he's getting 14 XP just for damaging these people, which, like, that's not bad, like, at all. Not bad, like, in the slightest. Okay, so that's a little bit of damage being done to that house. Ooh, one more turn from him. We're gonna start bossing across the map, though. Like, we're gonna start absolutely hauling. Here's one character that I absolutely love coming, and 2 characters that I adore but don't love as much. Quan, just because he doesn't have staffs, and he goes on vacation in chapter 3 for a while, so like, you need to get him levels like ASAP. You're feeding him a lot of kills. Good. We aren't too late. I pray Sigurd is still unhurt. Oh, I skipped that line. I'm so sorry. I want to do all I can as a healer to help out and save lives. Quan, I'm sorry I dragged you into this mess as well. I know Chelsea isn't my family anymore. Now that we're married, but I couldn't just sit back and do nothing. Thank you so much for coming, not just from me, but from Sigurd. There's no need, thanks. There's no need to thanks, Evan. Sigurd is every bit as important to me as he is to you, remember. He is my brother-in-law now, after all, and I couldn't possibly leave you to fight alone. Thank you, dear. Thank you so much. My lord, my lady, we should hurry. Lord Sigurd still awaits us on the battlefield, just ahead. Wow, sorry, that sentence is completely broken up. So now that we have all the characters on the map right now, I think we're going to call it quits just for this one. There was a lot of disposition this chapter, so we're going to call it quits for now, call it the end of the day. Like, comment, subscribe. This video gets a couple likes, in a couple hours. I'll probably post another video. I just want to test the waters, see how we're doing right now. Thank you everybody for coming by. Thank you everybody who followed me on Twitter so far and subscribed to the channel. It's very much appreciated. We passed 250 subscribers the other day. Oh, I need to hit save. Yeah, I need to hit save. Alright. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everything. You guys enjoy your day. You will see me with more content back soon. Take care. See you on the next one.